Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show as we continue to stack against the machine. The price of eggs. I found this account on Blue Sky. I think the account's called My Eggs. And they index, I guess, like over 1,000 egg prices, and come up with a percentage of the percentage of prices of eggs going up since Trump got started in office, so 77 days ago. So we're gonna look at those numbers. Show you guys the tweet or the post during the right after the Why We Stack segment. Koji Monster in the house. What up? Round of applause from the live studio audience for Koji Monster. Thanks for tuning in. It's exciting to be here on a Stacko Tuesday. Stacko Tuesday, stacking some Bitcoin. Gotta update the color a little bit. There we go. Okay, so let's get the show cracking. Let's get the show started with the first segment of the day. The Bitcoin strength. Today, the price of Bitcoin is, dang, it's so low, $77,117.44. You can buy almost 1,300 Satoshis for $1. 1,296 Satoshis for a single dollar. What is a Satoshi? A Satoshi is a fraction of a Bitcoin. Just like a dollar is made up of 100 cents, a Bitcoin is made up of 100 million Satoshis. So you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin all at once. You can buy it in fractions. Today, for $1, you can buy 1,296 Satoshis. For a penny, you can buy 12 Satoshis, almost 13 Satoshis. It's not bad at all. The price of Bitcoin is so low right now that today, definitely we're going to be doing a quadruple stack again. We're going to be doing an $80 purchase of Bitcoin shortly here on the show. Stay tuned. Stay watching. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe if you want to chat and hang out. Here we go. That is the Bitcoin strength. Crazy to see that Bitcoin strength that high. Pretty cool though. Let's do that. Change the music up a little bit. There we go. All right, that was the Bitcoin strength. We're cutting through these segments pretty quickly. Hola, Koji. Good to see you. Yeah, we're gonna keep the show rolling because I want to buy before it looks like it's starting to come up right now. I want to buy while it's so low so I can do a quadruple stack again. Okay, so let's get into the next segment of the show. It's called Why We Stack. Why we stack? Okay, this is a little brief introduction for somebody that's new to Bitcoin. Why do we save in Bitcoin? Because the money that we're using today, the dollars that we're using today, these guys are not scarce. They're abundant. They can be printed at will at the Treasury or with the Fed, wherever they print them, wherever they make up this fake money. And they can be printed nonstop. Why is that important? That is the key to how they keep you poor. When you save in the money that they can just print, then they steal the purchasing power of your savings every time they print more money. Okay? Because they make your money more abundant, and when there's more money in the system, your individual stack of money represents less of the system. So as the money system expands, as the money grows, your percentage of equity in the system goes down because they don't give you money when they print money. They just print more money and steal some of the purchasing power from your money to subsidize whatever they want to subsidize. Okay? How do we fix this? What's the point? Well, that's the whole point. Why we stack, right? We stack because when we take our value out of the hard work we've done, right? We work hard, we get paid in whatever currency you want to get paid in, whatever works in your country. You get paid in that currency, and that represents some value, right? And as the longer you hold on to this, the less and less it's going to be able to purchase. So we take the value when we earn it, right when we get it, and we convert it into the most scarce thing you can own, Bitcoin. This is not a real Bitcoin. This is just the representation of a Bitcoin. It's a visual aid, if you will. But once you buy Bitcoin, or fractions of a Bitcoin called Satoshis, the value that that was represented by bills is now represented by Satoshis, by Bitcoin. And as the dollars continue to print, and become less scarce, Bitcoin has a capped supply of 21 million, so it continues to be more scarce as people use it and lose it and make mistakes with it, and there's no more Bitcoin coming along to replace that. So its very nature is deflationary. So the longer you hold Bitcoin, the more scarce it becomes against the dollar, which is always printing. And so the value of your earnings, the value of your savings start to increase in purchasing power over time, just by the nature of the money system already continuing to print. So when you save in Bitcoin, it's like traveling back in time and giving yourself a perpetually increasing retroactive raise for the hours you've already worked for as long as you hold a Bitcoin that represents those hours. And that is why we stack. It's exactly why we stack. What up, Aaron? Hard Huddle in the house. Round of applause from the live studio audience for Koji Monster, Hard Huddle, and Aaron. Aaron in the house. Good to see you in here. Hope all is well. We continue to stack today with Bitcoin down to $76,994 Bitcoin on Coinbase. On the Coinbase chart, we're gonna buy. I don't know. Let's see how much we're gonna buy. Let's do the stack recap. Where is it? There it is. Stack recap, because we don't only talk about stacking Bitcoin here Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. We actually do it. And here is our proof of stack. Back in the beginning of 2025, we started stacking in Bitcoin. Look at that. $20, $20, 40, 80, 80. That's a quadruple stack. When the price of Bitcoin is below our average buy price for 2025, we do a double stack. When the price of Bitcoin is below the lowest purchasing price we've had so far this year, which is $79,000, then we do a quadruple stack. Today, the price of Bitcoin is at $77,118. So today, we're definitely going to do a quadruple stack. That is an $80 buy, because our normal stack is $20. Okay? It's pretty crazy. Today on the 8th. And you might be thinking to yourself, what, are you nuts? Maybe I am nuts. Maybe I am. Who knows? Okay? So far, all of our purchases in 2025 are in the red. We've set aside, we've saved $2,820 into Bitcoin, and our Bitcoin stack is up to three. Oh, hold on, let me erase this. So I was messing up the stats. Boop. There we go. So far, we've saved $2,740 into Bitcoin and acquired 3 million Satoshis, or 0.03 Bitcoin. That Bitcoin today, in today's price, because the price of Bitcoin has gone down, is only worth about $2,319. So we have a loss of about 15%. Okay. Now this is an unrealized loss, because we haven't sold any of the Satoshis that we've earned, that we've purchased. Okay. The price of Bitcoin might be going down in terms of dollars, but in terms of Bitcoin, we still have 3 million Satoshis. And we're going to add to that stack today, because we understand that it's better to be holding Satoshis than it is to be holding dollars, okay? Or any other government currency. So that's the current stack. Today we're going to do a quadruple stack. Let's check out the stack for 2024. In 2024, we did the same thing, where we saved in Bitcoin about $20 a day. Some quadruple stacks, some double stacks when it was appropriate. But overall, our savings from 2024, they're still up about 28%. We started the show back in May 22nd, 2023 with our first purchase of $5. And that purchase is currently, and all of those Satoshis that we've earned since then, we're still up about 47% for the year. Okay. Since the beginning of the show, with all of our DCA purchases and all these other things that we've done to make things fun in terms of saving in Bitcoin, we are up to a total of about 0.35536190 Bitcoin, with the value of, in today's dollars, of about $27,000. Okay, that's where we're at. That is a stack recap. Time to add into positions. Time to add cold sats. That's right, straight cold sats. All right, that's a status update. That is the stack recap. And now that we know how much Bitcoin we're gonna buy, there's only one thing left to do. Time to stack some Bitcoin. I'm at 10 minutes into the show. I'm already stacking sats. Sorry, I'm rushing through these, guys. I feel like I don't know. The show is more streamlined now. Maybe we need to add another segment. Let's see. Where is my app? The Strike app. Boom. I hit the buy button. I key in $80 because we're doing a quadruple stack today. $80 stack today. Hit next to get the confirmation page. There it is. I'm all synced up. I'm ready to go. Ready to blast off into an atmosphere. Buying $80 worth of Bitcoin today. Here we go. Confirm. $80 worth of Bitcoin today at our lowest purchase price for the 2025 year. And just like that, we've acquired an additional 103,037 Satoshis to the stack. Heck yeah, feels good. All that red doesn't feel good, but I know what Bitcoin is, so I'm not even worried about it. The price of Bitcoin we deserve today is it is the sats symbol in the cart an actual Unicode? Yes, it is. I'll put it in the chat. You can copy it, okay? Whoop. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you. There it is. While I'm at it, I'll throw in the Bitcoin one too. There it is. It's in the chat for you. All right, it's pretty wild, huh? So $80 to the stack right here. The price of Bitcoin we deserve today is $76,914.12 Bitcoin. Dude, that's a crazy price. Like I didn't think we would see below 80 anymore. But I'll take $80 worth of below 80 Bitcoin. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 1.00103037 Bitcoin. 103,000 and 37 Satoshis. Just like that. Magic. Done. That means that for the year we have $2,820 worth of savings into Bitcoin, and currently down about 15%. So we're going to add that to the full stack over here. Boom. 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 All right. Pipeline Podcast in the house. Round of applause from the live studio audience for Pipeline Podcast. Say better late than never. Hit that like button, Pipeline Podcast, and let's get up to 4 likes for today. There it is. So we're going back to the top. And we have a new total for the show. The full total for the show as of today on episode 400 of the show. This is episode 400 of the show, guys. So that's pretty good. On episode 400 of the show, we're currently holding 0.356392227 Bitcoin. Slow and steady, working our way to 1 whole Bitcoin. There's a chart. We are like a 0.35 on our way to 0.4 on the screen. Okay, so slow and steady. I should put that thing. Yeah, I'm gonna put that thermostat in the Q&A section. I should put the thermostat right here on the right here. Thermostat right there. Yeah, I want to do that, guys. Anyway, there it is. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. I wonder if I can take the thermostat right now. Let's see if we could do it real quick. I can't remember what the thermostat graphic looks like. Oh, I changed the whole thing. That's what I remember now. Okay. So I can't put it up yet. I have to figure out a different way to put it up, but I'll put it up for tomorrow. We're gonna have a thermostat right here tomorrow. Right here. Make it a little bit more fancy. But yeah, not crazy. Slow and steady. Still stacking. Just bought another $80 worth of Bitcoin. 103,000 Satoshis. Dang. That's a lot of Satoshis. A lot of Satoshis, guys. That's 0.001 Bitcoin. Dang. It's crazy. It's crazy. The Chinese character means abundant, plentiful, or rich. I can refer to harvest, prosperity, or bountifulness. It's often used in positive context. Oh, that makes sense. I like it. I like it. It's very cool. I stopped using the Satoshi symbol. We rebranded the show as Stack Bitcoin. It used to be called Stack Sats, the Stack Sats show. But some a-holes put out a coin that's called the Sats coin. And I don't want to confuse people. So we stack Bitcoin. Even though Bitcoin is composed of 100 million Satoshis, we're calling it Bitcoin to not confuse people. BTC, people. BTC. BTC all the way. All right, let's check out this thing. Let's check out this Blue Sky post from a guy called My Eggs. My Eggs. All right, My Eggs says, according to the Egg Sky Index, as of April 7, 2025, the price of eggs is $9.31. Sample size of 1,116. Yeah, there you go. That's a 93.15% difference since Trump became president. It is now day 77 of Trump's first day in office. Yeah. How much did you pay for eggs? Eggflation. Eggflation. Not only that, check your retirement portfolio. You're probably you're probably not gonna retire soon. But anyway, I thought it was a cool thing to share. Eggflation. All right. So oops. There's his profile. Super cool. So let's check it out. Are you guys on Blue Sky? If you guys are on Blue Sky, hit me up. I am on there as Castro. Okay. Yeah, I'll put my Blue Sky link in the chat. There it is. All right. What else have we got for you guys today? In case you guys didn't know. Okay, in case you didn't know. I make Bitcoin stuff. Hats. What else? Hats. Shirts. My favorite shirt. The Stack Against the Machine shirt is available in black and white. The period here is a little Bitcoin. What else do we make here? Oh yeah, the DCA BTC shirts. It's available in black, gray, or white. For when you can you guys see the theme? The theme is rock band shirts. Rock band shirts like oh, how come the other one's not in here? What the heck? There it is. This shirt is like the shirt for Rage Against the Machine, but it's Stack Against the Machine. Hold on. And this shirt is like the AC/DC shirt, but it's DCA to BTC instead. Excuse me. And I'm trying to figure out what my next shirt is going to be. What iconic shirt should we change to make into our next shirt? If you want to buy some shirts from me to support the channel, and show some Bitcoin, make Bitcoin friends, there's a link in the chat right there for the store. Pipeline Podcast says BTC price was $622 a coin when I started working at age 16, and now it's hovering around 80,000 at the same 135x multiple from the current price. BTC would equal, oh shoot, it would equal 11,344,051 in year 2034. 2034 doesn't seem that far off. It's really close, actually. That's wild. Oh, did they fix the when moon site? Let me see. I think they fixed it. See if it works. Okay. Let's say that you have saved 0.1 Bitcoin and you want to retire making $100,000 a year by selling your Bitcoin. And the annual percentage increase of inflation is 12.2%, which is fine. And the annual Bitcoin appreciation rate is 20. I think it's more like 50%, dude. We'll do 45. Okay. I'm running my old Sicko SKKX paid 0.4 at the time. Little I knew back then. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, Seiko SKX watch. Nice. Paid 0.4 at the time. Crazy. All right, so you got 0.1 Bitcoin, you stop saving. You just buy 0.1 Bitcoin and you stop saving in Bitcoin. Just holding that 0.1 Bitcoin, you'll be able to retire in 2040. Dude, 2040 is not that far off. 2040 is not that far off. Let's say you're already at half a Bitcoin. Let's do the show stats. We're at 0.35 Bitcoin. The show is at 0.35 Bitcoin. That's how much we're holding here on the Stack Bitcoin show. The Stack Bitcoin show should be able to retire in about 10 years. In about 10 hold on. What's going on here? Gonna bump this up a little bit. Oop, there it is. The Stack Bitcoin show's personal moon date is with 0.35 Bitcoin is May 27th, 2035. That's when the Stack Bitcoin show can retire and live off of $100,000 a year. Save all the way up to 2036. And then you can start spending it. And the value of your stack will still keep going up. Crazy. Yeah. It's pretty wild. All right, let's try the old Seiko watch. Your watch. If you'd have had your watch in Bitcoin instead, 0.4 Bitcoin, you'll be able to retire in 2034. Crazy, right? Let's just say you've gone and you completed the first level of Bitcoin, or you're a I think a crab. I think a shrimp is anything below 1 Bitcoin, and if you get to 1 Bitcoin, you're a crab. I think the next one after that is like 10 Bitcoin. 10 Bitcoin. I forget what animal it is. I think it's maybe like anyway. But I know a crab is a second one. So if you get to 1 Bitcoin, between 1 and 10 Bitcoin, you're a crab. If you have 1 Bitcoin right now, if you have 1 Bitcoin already right now and you stop saving in Bitcoin, you already have it. Your moon date is it's 2031. Damn. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's like 6 years. If you're already at 1 Bitcoin right now, you should be able to retire in about 6 years. How can you even complain about that? Retire in about 6 years. That means that you'll be able to start. I know people say don't sell your Bitcoin, and I don't recommend you sell your Bitcoin, but it's just hypothetical. If you were to start selling your Bitcoin on, I guess, what does it say? There. April 24th, 2031. Is that right? 2031. Yeah, about 6 years. So if you already have one Bitcoin, in about 6 years, you can start selling your Bitcoin. Enough Bitcoin to generate about $582 a day. You'll be able to withdraw about $582 a day and live out your days with one Bitcoin. Damn. If you're expected to spend about $100,000 a year, that's freaking crazy. That's crazy. I'm wearing my old Seiko. Okay, 31 is not so far away. COVID is 5. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Aaron, that is exactly it. People don't realize how, like, when you say like, oh, saving Bitcoin, you'll be able to retire soon. People are thinking like, oh yeah, maybe like in 40 years, 50 years, right? But 30 years, like traditional retirement ideas, right? Work your whole life and maybe be able to retire by the time you're 50 or 62 or whatever it is. But Bitcoin is different, dude. You just gotta survive a couple of cycles. 2 cycles is 8 years. Okay. So far with this on the show stack, right? The show stack, the one that I'm showing you guys live, 0.35. 0.35 is what the show has saved up here during the streams. It started with $5 a day, Monday through Friday. Now then we did $10 a day, Monday through Friday. Now we're doing $20 a day, Monday through Friday. We've accumulated 30.35 Bitcoin, right? So 0.35 Bitcoin. So that means that, and we've done that in about 20, I think we're on month 23. February, March, April. Yeah, next month will be our 2-year anniversary of doing the show. So in less than 2 years, with money that we will be spending on other random stuff, I've saved up enough, or the show has saved up enough to be able to genuinely say that the show could retire by 2035 in 10 years. 10 years is not a lot. And that's just an example with the show, right? Okay, that's good. Let's say you've been stacking like crazy. We already did 1 Bitcoin. Let's say you've been stacking like crazy and you went beyond 1 Bitcoin. You're already at 1.5 Bitcoin right now. Today you're holding 1.5 Bitcoin in cold storage, like a straight up G, like a straight up badass laser-eyed Bitcoiner. You sold your chairs, all that stuff, right? If you're already at 1.5 Bitcoin and you want to retire making $100,000 a year, then you can retire September 24th, 2029. Bro, that's like 4 years. A little bit over 4 years. Can you imagine not having to work in a little over 4 years? Sheesh. That's insane, right? Let's say you're like, oh, you know what? I don't even need $100,000 a year. I can survive with $50,000 because I'm gonna go live in Mexico, and I need less. Like the average monthly income in Mexico is, or yearly income in Mexico is like $6,000, $8,000, $8,000, and you're over here like more than quintupling it, sextupling the average yearly salary with your 50 G's, right? You can retire in a couple of years. You can retire in a couple of years if you're already at 1.5 Bitcoin, right? If you're already at 2 Bitcoins, let's put this back to 100,000. Want to make 100,000 a year? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yep. Then, still, if you're already at 2 Bitcoins and you want to make 100,000 a year for the rest of your days, you can get there. Even if you stop stacking right now at 2 Bitcoin, you stop stacking, your retirement, your moon date is going to come no matter what, because you already have the Bitcoin, right? But if you stop stacking, your moon date will come on, what is that? August 10th? Yep, August 10th, 2028. It's about, was it that 3 years? Oh, yeah, it's 3 years. Yeah, about 3 years. A little bit over, like 3 years and 4 months. because you want to be a big spender. You want to live off of $100,000 a year, right? But let's change this up too. I want to live on $50,000 a year because again, I'm gonna go live in Mexico or like another country that is more favorable to you, to your lifestyle, to your ethnicity. Jeez, right? And you wanna live off of $50,000 a year. Well, you can retire next if you already have 2 Bitcoin. If you already have 2 Bitcoins right now, and you want to retire somewhere where you can live off of $50,000 a year, you can retire before the end of this year. You can retire before the end of this year and live out your days collecting $156 a day for whatever expenses you might have, right? But if you could live a little bit more frugal than that for the first couple of years, or since you won't need to have a job and you'll have all this free time on your hands, if you don't want to dedicate your free time to like community service or helping somebody or whatever, and you want to start a business that you love and you don't need to make money with that business, but if you do make some money with that business, then you can add to more of your stack, right? Imagine choosing whatever career you want to have, regardless of whether the career choice you're making is lucrative or not. That's a huge deal. Imagine how good you're going to feel inside, what peace of mind you're going to have that you have a job that you actually want to go to because it's a job you chose because you enjoy that thing, right? Maybe you want to work on developing something like to help humanity, right? Maybe you don't even want to work at all. The point is that you have that freedom of not having to do whatever, not having to go to a job. You can make your own job and make the job that you want to have, whether it's lucrative or not, right? Maybe you just want to help people. That's fine. You can just help people and not have to worry about them paying you or you having to make some money to help them. No. If it's in your heart to help somebody, you just go and help them. And you don't have to worry about the costs and stuff, right? If you want to start a business, then you start a business. And you don't have to cut corners or compromise your ethics in your business for the sake of making profits because you're already done. You already hit your moon date. You don't need your business to succeed to stay alive, to have money, right? You already have your retirement fund. You already have your Bitcoin stack, and that's already paying you out, right? So you choose the thing you want to do, and what's going to be the most fun for you, what's going to align the best with your ethics, with your beliefs, and hopefully it's something that's good for humanity, right? So when people say, yeah, Bitcoin fixes everything, it's not just a thing. It's not just something to say. If Bitcoin can give you the freedom to do whatever you want with your time, for the most part, I believe that most people will do things that'll benefit society, things that'll benefit their friends and family. And when they do that, then it benefits the whole world, right? So that's why that's where I can see how people say, yeah, Bitcoin fixes everything, right? All right, let's keep going. Let's say right now you already have 2.5 Bitcoin. You've been stacking like crazy since you first heard about Bitcoin, and you're ready, right? You're ready. You've been stacking, and you continue to stack, and you're selling those cans. You're recycling those cans. You sold everything in your garage that you didn't need, and you got up to 2.5 Bitcoin. You have 2.5 Bitcoin right now. Well, if you want to, when you retire, you want to be able to just withdraw $100,000 a year. You'll be able to retire in about 2 years, right? In about 2 years, if you already have 3 Bitcoin, making $100,000 a year, and if you already have 3 Bitcoin, you're a legend. And yeah, is it the same? Is it the same? There we go. I got them all on the same screen. So 2.5. So 11, 1, 27, 2.5. Oh yeah, you shave off 9 months. Okay. Now let's do a little motivational experiment. Every time you think about saving, every time you think about let's go back to 1 Bitcoin. Let's go back to the stack that the Bitcoin show has, which is 0.35 Bitcoin. Okay, 0.35 Bitcoin, and the show wants to retire making 100,000, right? And a retirement date is here. I'm gonna copy it. I'm gonna write it down. Actually, I'm not gonna write it down. I'm gonna put it in a little notepad so I can see it. Okay, notepad. Okay, so this is at 0.35 Bitcoin. The moon date is 5/27, 2035. Okay, we stack a little harder. Let me see if this if the additional how much it will affect it if I do 001 Bitcoin. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to get them all. I'm trying to get it on the same screen, guys. I'm sorry. There it is. Nope. Is that it? Yes. So how much does the date change if we add a 1 here? Oh, it does change. Good. So 0.31 Bitcoin. No, 0.351 Bitcoin. That retirement date becomes 5/23/2035. Stay with me, guys. This is important. Stay with me. Okay. Let's add another 0.001 Bitcoin. Okay. This goes to a 2. And that becomes 0.352. And that date changes to 5/19/35. Okay. 19. Okay, we'll do one more just to get some good data here. Even though this is all like make believe, okay, guys? 0.353 Bitcoin will allow you to retire, like with all those stats we've set up already, on the 15th, May 15th, 2035. Okay. So the pattern here is for every 0.001 Bitcoin. And how much is 0.001 Bitcoin right now? Let's see. Let's look at this chart. Oop. Here we go. 0.001 Bitcoin. Is that what we got today? Is that what we bought today? Yeah. So right now you can buy 0.001 Bitcoin for we'll say $77. Okay. But stick with me. You can buy for $77 we'll say $77 today. You can add 0.001 to your stack. Okay. When you do that, your retirement date, your moon date, your freedom date drops off about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, for every $77, for every 0.001 Bitcoin that you acquire right now, you're taking off. You're bringing your moon date 4 days closer. How freaking tangible is that? How tangible is that? Like, for every $77 right now that you save into Bitcoin, you're getting 4 days closer to retirement. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Right? This is why it's so important to stack. Every little stack gets you closer to your retirement date. Right? That's wild. That's wild. Okay, so let's do the actual calculation here. We'll say 4 times 24 hours is 69 hours. No, 96 hours. Divided by what? How many stacks is that? It just 0.001 Bitcoin. Dang. Hold on. It's actually, it should be what? 0.001 divided by 96 hours. Yeah, that's right. 96 hours. That means how many zeros? Hang on, let me count the zeros here real quick. Okay. 1.0. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you guys are gonna like this one. This is a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every 100 satoshis. Oh shoot! Every 100 satoshis brings you an hour closer. 1 hour closer to your retirement. If my math is right, my math could be off, but based on 0.001 Bitcoin giving you about 4 days closer to your retirement, my guesstimate based on my fuzzy math is that 100 satoshis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. 100 satoshis gets you 1 hour closer to retiring or to your moon date. Right? How freaking awesome is that? So 100 satoshis. How much is that? Like 70 cents right now? 75 cents? 75 cents an hour. 75 cents an hour. Shoot. I'm getting fired up. Shoot. Right? 75 cents an you're buying hours of retirement at 75 cents each. Right? When you go to work today, put a little extra time in. Okay? Put an extra hour of work in and take that extra hour of work and buy your freaking life back at 75 cents an hour. Like, you cannot make things more clear than this, guys. This is like the clearest I've seen it. I'm blowing my own mind here, guys. I'm blowing my own mind. Hit me up with some comments in the chat if it's blowing your mind. I'm telling you, you can buy the hours of your life, right? Instead of spending the hours of your life working away for somebody else, right? Work, but also buy your own life back at the price of 75 cents an hour. Damn, dude. How freaking insane is that? Damn. 100 satoshis buys you an hour of your life back? Fuck, how is that? It's gotta be wrong. Anyway, we gotta do some math, but if that's correct, that's pretty intense. It's pretty intense. 0.001 Bitcoin, $77 right now, will buy you back 4 days of your life. 4 days. It'll get you 4 days closer to retiring and being able to spend those 4 days doing something other than slaving away and working just to be around. That's freaking cool. I hope you're motivated. I hope you guys are motivated to stack, because geez, that is the ultimate motivation right there. All right, let's put this back into the Q&A section. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This episode is pretty intense. It's eye-opening. Even for me, I already know about Bitcoin. But when you start looking at the actual numbers, guys, it's just math. And the math is mathing pretty nicely. So, hope you guys enjoy this episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. I'm going to go buy some of my life back, dude. 75 cents an hour. Jeez, that's so wild. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of the Stack Bitcoin Show. But until then, remember, If you ain't stacking, you definitely are slacking. Later, guys. Have a good rest of the day.